I told you guys that I was going to give away a free trip to Yellowstone National Park, and I meant it. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys the details of that trip, how to enter in the giveaway, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you about the next big giveaway. This Yellowstone trip is for 1,000 subscribers. The next big giveaway is going to be for 10,000 subscribers, so it's going to be even bigger, so be sure you stick around to the end to hear about that. But first, we need to talk about the Yellowstone trip and the details of that and exactly how you can enter for a chance to win that trip. So first, getting into the details of the Yellowstone trip. It's going to take place sometime in September, likely. I don't know exactly the weekend yet because I want to talk with whoever wins the giveaway and, figure out which weekend works best for them. But we're going to do it in September and try to hit, peak fall colors, peak elk rut, moose rut. Bears will be in hyperphagia, which basically means they're going around and foraging for whatever they can to fatten up before hibernation. Really awesome time to be in the park. Arguably the very best time to be in the park for wildlife photography. And for me, assuming that I get into this exchange program that I've applied for, I will actually be at Montana State University in Bozeman in the fall, which is about an hour from the park, maybe an hour and a half. So I'll already be out there at this time, and basically what will happen is you will fly in on a Friday in September, and it'll be sometime in the evening Friday, and then I will pick you up at the airport, and we'll drive down about an hour south of Bozeman to Gardner, Montana, which is right on the border of Yellowstone National Park, and stay there in a hotel for Saturday and Sunday night. And Saturday all day we will have in the park. We can explore all of Yellowstone's northern range and some of the other areas of the park and photograph wildlife. And then Sunday we will wake up. We'll have a morning shoot, or maybe if you're not a photographer that wins the trip, then just go into the park in the morning and look for wildlife or whatever. And then we'll drive back up to Bozeman Sunday and fly out Sunday night. Possibly Monday morning. We'll have to look at all that when we pick out a date with whoever the winner may be, one of you guys watching this. But it'll basically just be a weekend thing. Come in on Friday and then leave on Sunday. And I would really like to do more than that. But, these kind of trips get pretty pricey, especially when flying into a place like Bozeman. And, hotels right on the border of the park can be expensive. So that is kind of the details of the trip. It's going to be fly in Friday, leave Sunday, and we will basically just explore Yellowstone. If you're a photographer, then we'll go out and shoot and find wildlife to photograph. If you're not a photographer and you want to go do something else, whether you want to look for wildlife, go to Old Faithful, whatever it may be, we'll go do it. Just basically be in the park for a weekend. Now getting into how do you enter for this giveaway. So there are going to be a few different stipulations on this, and I'll get to those in a minute. But first, I want to say that my initial plan was to have it to where if you're a subscriber to the channel, you're immediately entered. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and then I'm just going to pick from a list of all of my subscribers. But the issue is, because some people have their subscription status set to private, I can't see everyone who's subscribed to me. I can see all the numbers, like 1,000 and however many, but I can't see each individual person's name. I can only see the names of the people who don't have their subscription status set to private. And so because of that, if I just picked a random name off of that list, it would have been unfair because it wouldn't have been including all the subscribers who have a private subscription list. So I've had to kind of modify it to where now, instead of just you're being a subscriber and you're entered in the giveaway, you're going to comment on this video, and that's how you're entered in the giveaway. So yeah, basically just drop a comment down below, whatever you want to say, and I'm not going to pick a comment specifically based on which one I like or anything. It's just going to be a random comment picker, but that's how you enter now, is by commenting down below, because I couldn't really figure out a way to make it work where I just pulled a random subscriber from my list and make it fair for everyone. And I think this is good too, because it makes sure that whoever is entered has watched this video and kind of knows what they're entering in, instead of just some people might have subscribed and not even known about the trip. So it makes sure that whoever is entering in it actually wants the trip and knows about the trip. If you have to comment on this to enter. So I kind of like this better in that way. But as I mentioned earlier, I do have one stipulation on that, and that is that if you are international or if you are in Alaska or Hawaii, you'll have to pay for a flight to the lower 48. That can be wherever you want in the lower 48, whatever's cheapest for you. And then I'll pay for the rest from there. I'll pay for your hotel and food and all that stuff while you're in Yellowstone. And your flight to Bozeman, but you will have to pay to get to the lower 48. And that is the only stipulation. You can still enter, you can totally still enter, but you just have to pay for a flight to get to the lower 48 states. So I just realized that I totally forgot to mention in this video when and how I will announce the winner of this giveaway. So basically what's going to happen is the entry process starts today, and you have 2 weeks until February 23rd. That's when the giveaway will close down. At that point, a comment will be randomly picked, and I will announce who won by posting on the community tab on my YouTube channel. So you have until the 23rd to enter, and at that point, check on the community tab to see who won the giveaway. After that, I will reach out to whoever won it, and we will work out all the details of the trip and figure out which weekend you're going to come. Now let's get back back to the video and finish talking about the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. So I think that's pretty much all for the Yellowstone trip stuff. Basically, to recap, all you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel, comment on this video, and if you live internationally or in Alaska or Hawaii, then pay for your flight into the US. And besides that, you're totally free to enter, no matter who you are, and can, fire away in the comments and get those entries in for a chance to win this trip. I'm excited to bring one of you out to Yellowstone and to experience the park, and I really just have been wanting to do this ever since I started the channel as a way to give back to you all. And thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. I don't even know if I mentioned that yet in a video because I just hit 1,000 pretty recently here. But, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support and the comments that you make on the videos, watching the videos, liking the videos, everything. All the support that you guys give on this channel is awesome. And just to have 1,000 of you out there that like my content enough to subscribe is really awesome to me. So thank you guys so much for that. And this giveaway is my best way of giving back to you guys for subscribing. But from here, it's only up. We're going for 10,000 next, and that is what the next part of this video is going to be about, the 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Now, all the way back when I first started this channel, I announced a trip to swim with manatees when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Obviously, that's changed now. We're doing this Yellowstone trip instead. And the reason I changed that is because, my content was different when I started this channel, and my kind of idea for the channel was different. And now my content is based on photography and specifically Yellowstone area photography for the most part. So I feel like that's probably more what my audience is interested in. So I didn't want to give away that manatee trip anymore. I wanted to give away an actual Yellowstone trip because that's probably what most of you guys subscribed for, and an actual photography trip. The manatee swim trip was just literally going to be going to Florida to this one spot where you can swim with wild manatees. But for this, we're actually going to be going and doing wildlife photography in the field. And I just figured that fit the audience better. So I decided to change that. But that's besides the point. What I'm trying to get at here is that when I first announced a 1,000 subscriber trip giveaway, my goal was, okay, let's hit 1,000 subscribers and then let's find a way to give back to the subscribers through this trip. And now we're setting our sights on a new goal. So this will be a trip that once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I will pick a winner for, and we will go and do this trip just like we're doing for this Yellowstone trip. And this one is going to be a lot bigger. This one is going to be pretty awesome, and I'm still not sure exactly how I'm going to pull it off, but I'm going to figure out a way to pull it off. And this one is going to be a trip to Alaska to photograph coastal brown bears. Specifically, I'm hoping to go to Lake Clark National Park, stay in Silver Salmon Creek Lodge, and photograph the coastal brown bears of Alaska in arguably the very best place on earth to photograph brown bears, which is going to be incredible. Definitely a big step up in terms of planning that's going to go into it and money that's going to go into it, but I'm definitely going to figure out a way to pull it off, and we're going to do it. I don't know for how many days. I'd like to do at least minimum 3 days in Lake Clark, but it's very pricey to go there, so we're going to see what works out. But my goal is at the very least 3 days, hopefully 5 days in the park. And then it would probably be, including travel days, around a week-long trip. So that's the 10,000 subscriber trip that I'll be giving away. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you will have a 1 in 10,000 shot of going to Lake Clark National Park to photograph brown bears for at least 3 days. If you don't win the Yellowstone trip, you have another chance for another one. I think that's about it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and thank you all so much again for all the support to get me to 1,000 subscribers. With that, guys, that's about all for this one, and subscribe, comment. I'll see you all in the next one.